All right, today we're going to play Goldeen in Pokemon Red. I think it has the potential to be kind of good, but it also has the potential to be kind of bad. For base stats, we're not working with a lot. 45 HP, 67 attack, 60 defense, 63 speed, giving it a 12.11% chance to crit in Gen 1, and 50 special. Always a bit annoying when you have a special attacker with low special in Gen 1. At least we have a medium fast growth rate. It's not a slow growth rate Pokemon like Shelder and Cloyster. Why did the developers curse those two? In terms of move pool, we start with Peck and Tail Whip. Not a good set for Brock. Supersonic at level 19, just in case you want to miss, because that move has 55% accuracy. Horn Attack at level 24, because Goldeen is a horny fish. We have Fury Attack at 30, Waterfall at 37. This move cannot flinch in this generation, so it's just a 80 base power water type move, which makes it fairly unfortunate because we're going to get Surf instead. Beyond that, Horn Drill, and a one-hit KO move. I'm sure I'm going to use this at least once today. Agility at 54 for badge boosts. And then through TMs and HMs, we actually don't get access to that much. We get Takedown and Double Edge, two generic moves, but we don't get Body Slam. We get the Horn Drill TM, of course, Bubble Beam, Water Gun, Surf, Ice Beam, Blizzard, all standard water type stuff. Outside of that, Swift, I guess? We did use Swift in Pokemon Yellow. And speaking of Pokemon Yellow, I think that was the video where I realized that you can use the agility flash strategy against Sabrina, where she just constantly badge boosts you, dropping your accuracies, and then you just hit her with Swift and do massive damage with a maxed out attack stat and one-shot all of her Pokemon. It's a pretty good strategy, although it won't work in this game because Sabrina does not have an Abra. She does not start with a Pokemon that only uses Flash. My previous time with Goldeen in Pokemon Yellow was 1 hour, 23 minutes, and 39 seconds. That said, this is a very old time when I played the game, both badly and differently. I prioritized consistency over speed, not consciously. I just wanted to beat the game as fast as possible, as consistently as possible. Now I try to beat the game as fast as possible within 2 playthroughs. As fast as possible within 2 playthroughs. That's what I'm trying to do today. So I need as much consistency as is going to give me a really good time within 2 playthroughs in this single stream. I'm not doing 2 streams with Goldeen. We did three streams with Clefable. I'm never doing that again for Pokemon Red. I had the worst time with Clefable, Gen 1 missing Mega Drain twice against Brock. Never again. Anyways, Goldeen's time in Pokemon Yellow is going to improve if I replay it in Pokemon Yellow, but I also expect it's going to do much better than that today. So for the poll, I put up times under 50, under 55, under 1 hour, and over 1 hour. And it actually seems like results are fairly divided here. 9% say under 50 minutes, 23% under 55 minutes. Most people, 38% of people under an hour, and 29% of people over an hour. I think this is actually a fairly even distribution between the 50-minute mark to the 1 hour and 10-minute mark. A lot of people are thinking it's going to be in that range. I also think it's going to be in that range, but I'm not really sure where it's going to fall. I can't say I have a good idea. I can't see if I don't know. Yeah, I can't say I have a really good idea where it's going to fit in. I think for my first playthrough, I'm going to do something like 1 hour and 5 minutes, and then I'll probably be much faster than that in the second run. But maybe I'm overestimating just how good Goldeen is and just how bad all of the trainers in Red are. All right, are you ready for me, Brock? Let's go. So we're only going to have Peck and Tail Whip for his Pokemon until level 19, where Supersonic becomes an option. I don't know if Supersonic is going to be a good option. This is an advantage, also good back sprite. I think this looks like Goldeen. It also looks small and cute. Excellent. This is an advantage of Goldeen, is that it's a water type Pokemon, but it starts with Peck, which is super effective against both the bugs in the early game, as well as a bunch of grass types. I consider there are 4 factors that usually make water Pokemon decent in these games. One of them is coverage against grass type Pokemon. This can come either in the form of a super effective move or as just normal type damage. Some Pokemon don't get normal type damage, like Omanyte, I believe, is one. Or Omastar. Omanyte, I think it is. It gets like Horn Attack at level 24 or something like that, which makes some of the grass types really brutal. Another one is Horsey, which only has Bubble or Bubble Beam. The blue color that is the trainer sprite color for the game shades today, that's taken from Goldeen's little fins, which have like a shading of blue on them. And then the salmon pink is, of course, from Goldeen's pinky coloration. Alright, so we're going to fight all the bug catchers, obviously, for experience. Medium fast growth rate's not great for leveling up in the early game. Would be this Brock would be less bad if we had the medium slow growth rate. Looks like the poll is switching. As I'm progressing through the early game, people are saying less than an hour, but over 55 minutes. Now, one thing about training in the early game, which I have asserted before in these Pokemon Red streams, is that it is faster to train south of Pewter City when compared to training in the forest, because some of the tiles in the forest don't generate encounters, but also the level of the Pokemon here is lower than they are in Pokemon Yellow. Now, it is true that the forest is slower than training in Pokemon Yellow. Well, that's annoying. It is true that the forest is slower training than it is in Pokemon Yellow because the Pokemon here give worse experience yields. But it is faster to train in the forest on an experience per second basis, even though the encounter rate is much lower. I picked up that potion on frame perfect, so it printed the text and then the text quickly went away. You probably didn't even see that. Anyways, training in the forest is faster than the patch south of Pewter City. That said, you do gain a little bit more attack stat experience if you train south of Pewter City, so then sometimes you get one more attack point for Brock, which can help. But I think in this case with Goldeen, it's going to be better to train here because we have super effective damage against the bugs. Alright, this is getting kind of slow. It's taking the Sandshrew a long time to knock us out, and it can use Sand Attack. But, like, I don't think I can beat Brock at level 13. Maybe I'm not, like... I want to go to 15 before I try. I think that's fine. So we should probably Tail Whip the Diglett and let it do a bunch of damage to us, so that he's not going to use Sand Attack, and then just delete it with Peck, because its defense is lowered so much, and then the Sandshrew can just finish us. This will be slightly faster. I think it was Caitlin last time on my stream who suggested this strategy. Maybe Joanna? I think it was Caitlin, though. Oh, I see you're in chat, Caitlin. Hey. I only have one Venomoth. Oh, I pushed that a little bit too far. No, that's a little close for comfort. I was watching chat instead. Alright, Brock. We're 9 minutes in, 8 blackouts in, level 15. We have Tail Whip and Peck. I don't know. Okay, Geodude is using Defense Curl, so Tail Whip's doing nothing. So I guess we have to wait till it tackles us before we actually lower its defense, which is fairly annoying. I'll go now. Let's see how much that's doing. That's okay. This is... Maybe the Onix just goes for Bide over and over again, and we get it all the way to -6, and then we do decent damage. Okay, 1 Bide. 2 Bide. Oh my gosh, we did it. Onix is bad. Oops. I missed a turn. That was bad. Really bad. Got hit by Screech. Uh-oh. Oh no. Stop critting. When I crit, it does nothing. Oh my god, can I do that? Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Okay, for first attempt, Brock. Oh, my adrenaline right now. So, I don't know if we can rely on that for the second run. That seems a little bit sketchy, I'm not gonna lie. Do we need Bide? We need Bide. We need Bide. We're gonna skip other items. Yeah, the Onix really cooperated, I know. To be fair, it only has 3 moves in red, which is different than yellow, where it has 4. It has the additional move Bind. Because it has less moves, it's more likely that it just goes for Bide over and over again, and it's less likely that it does damage, because Tackle's the only thing that can do damage to you if you outspeed it, which Goldeen did. I'm gonna fight the Bug Catcher, because just fast experience, and we one-shot all of these Pokemon. If you one-shot all of them, I think he's roughly equivalent to the Lass. In terms of time. He only gets slower if you have to two-shot one of the Pokemon, which is usually one of the Cocoons. We definitely can't attack that. We will delete the Paris with Scratch. Ooh, that Pokeball is beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. We're gonna get Water Gun, of course. Our first same type attack bonus move. No. I hate this trainer. I didn't save. No. Alright, delete me. Come on. There we go. Fine. I'll save. Goldeen trainer. Fine, I'll be the Goldeen here. Time to supersonic you. Gosh, Peck does like nothing. Yeah, Goldeen's front sprite's really good. Very sassy. Alright, bide in the place of tail whip. Save by Misty. So the strat here is basically just use bide against the Starmie. Knock the Starmie out with bide. Oh, we might have to supersonic the Staryu actually. It's like it can't do a lot of damage to us because if it does, then we won't have bide health for the Starmie. Wow, this is not a great position actually. I was hoping Peck would do a little bit more. Okay, we're dead. Wait, maybe not. Dead. Reset 1. Fighting Misty first makes a lot of sense because you're going to get Bubble Beam for all of Nugget Bridge, which will speed up progress there. I do think this is the better strat than trying to skip her and doing someone else first. We could fight the rival and then backtrack to Misty at like level 20, but... why is it doing that? Not ideal. Alright, what happened there? I did a lot of damage, but it didn't really attack me. The reason is when Supersonic deals self-inflicted damage to the Staryu or the Starmie, that gets added to Bide's accumulator. So Supersonic and Bide combo pretty well together when Supersonic doesn't miss like this. Because you can just bide and then she hits herself, tackles, and then I do a lot of damage. But, oh gosh. Yeah, and level up doesn't change the bide interaction at all. Yeah, it would just give me more speed than the Staryu likely. Because my speed right now is 37. Okay, I'm going to try and fight the rival. Because like this is really bad. 5 resets to Misty, like that strategy is definitely not good enough. Either we have to level more in Mount Moon. Okay, well this is actually awful. It's a 4 hit on the Pidgeotto and only 86% chance. I'm probably still going to win because his team is quite bad. Unless the Bulbasaur is brutal. We only got hit by 1 sand attack. This is like the best case scenario. Alright, well that's not. Yeah, okay. What just happened? He just like, he spammed Growl against me with the Bulbasaur. This is the last rival battle where he does not have good AI, so that's why that was possible. And then I crit. What a battle. Okay, now we outspeed the Staryu, and it's only ever going to use Tackle unless she X defends. So I can just go bide against it. Oh. Alright, well. Can we just bide now? I think so. Oh, gosh. This is like the one time that I think using bide against the Staryu is fairly good. In most cases, you just want to save all of your health for the Starmie. This is an ugly fight. I don't like this fight. Let's try Peck the Goldeen and conserve some health, but I don't know if that is the right strat either. We might have to use Supersonic to conserve health for the Starmie. This does not feel like the right choice. Well, I have more health, I guess. That crit was good. There we go. Rough Misty. Damage ranges even with Bubble Beam. That might be a reason to not get it and just do all of Nugget Bridge and then backtrack to Misty. We don't even have a 2-shot on this. And we're going to use Peck anyways, so Bubble Beam is not better against that trainer. We would use Peck on the Bug Catcher. Okay, Bubble Beam does have a 43% chance on this, but other than that, it's a 2-shot like Water Gun. So and then this is also a 2-shot with basically any of my moves. So it appears that section of Nugget Bridge is not, in fact, better with Bubble Beam. The damage ranges are of course better, but the turns to KO are not better. This is... Okay, there's 10% upside here with Bubble Beam. 25% chance to knock out instead of like 12. This guy's better to fight. Water Gun. Okay, Bubble Beam. This is one case where Bubble Beam reduces turn count. I can one-shot the Machop with Bubble Beam, whereas it would be a 2-hit with Water Gun. Horn Attack. That's better than Supersonic. Supersonic's bad. I don't think I have any potions. I need to switch where I buy the repels. I haven't actively worked on that. If I buy the repels before I head to Surge's gym, then it makes this section of the game easier. But also, I could have bought the super... oh no. I'm dead. I'm definitely dead here. Unless it leech seeds. Haha, it leech seeds! Okay, X speed on Voltorb is hilarious. Horn attack one-shots Pikachu and we outspeed. But now Raichu is... we're gonna have to come back here. We're gonna have to come back here. Like, we're a first stage Pokemon. We're gonna lose like 30 seconds walking back to him. It's annoying, but... oh, this is bad. We don't one-shot the Oddish. 77% chance on the Bellsprout. Well, at least we got the second Oddish. Alright, we got another grass-type trainer. This is the reason why I play through, like, Horsey is absolutely awful. Not good. This is what earned her the name the Status Condition Junior Trainer, by the way. This. I'm gonna lose. Yeah. I was playing a bunch of water types back in the day, and she just kept causing problems because you can't really one-shot her Pokemon unless the Oddish goes for Poison Powder, in which case she's still using a status condition. She wins or loses through the status condition. Oh man, these damage ranges. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I should have saved before this person too. Again, grass type. Alright, so it looks like people have backed off a little bit on the greater than hour result, but I think you're wrong. I think this is about to turn into a run that is maybe over an hour. 30 minutes to Cerulean City is not good. I have Ice Beam, but I don't think it's enough for Erica. Oh, these damage ranges are still terrible. They're still terrible. 64% chance to two-shot the Raichu. Thundershock. Okay, well that was really bad. That was a crit. Oh my gosh, we backtrack to Surge and we still lose. Do I have to teach Double Edge before this fight? I don't want to teach Double Edge. If we had Waterfall, we could flinch the Voltorb, am I right? I'm gonna get a comment about that. Someone's gonna tell me. Actually, did you know? Yes. No! This is terrible! Okay, I wasn't expecting this. I wasn't expecting to get walled by Surge. Yeah, Surge is a lieutenant today, apparently. Yeah, wow. Okay, do we, like, Bubble Beam this once so that we speed drop it and then we can move first and hopefully get it? Oh my gosh. Like, we win if he Thundershocks twice. But that's like a 25% chance or something. It's not that likely. Yeah. Like, Red Surge is... I think Red Surge, in general, is better than Yellow Surge. Okay, that was good damage range, but we got paralyzed. Like, I have to walk everywhere if I don't do this battle. I literally have to walk everywhere. We could just Ice Beam the Raichu and freeze it. Oh, I made the wrong choice there. Sorry. What if we... oh my gosh. See, this is, like, when you watch a video of mine and you see me doing something like this, you're like, just train. It's so much easier. But when you're in the situation, I'm like, okay, like, I want to squeeze by this with a win. Okay, Ice Beam looks like, oh, we just Gen 1 missed. Yeah, Ice Beam 3 shots. So if we just Ice Beam the Raichu, we have a chance to freeze every turn. If we freeze, we win. Whereas Horn Attack, we don't have that upside. Oh, he can also Thundershock twice, and then we win. Which he just did. Okay, there we go. Now we get Fly. We don't waste a bunch of time wandering around the overworld. We don't need to get out of here. We can just fly now. I could have got Horn Drill. I should have picked up the TM, but I spent my money badly in Celadon City. I might want to get the extra nugget. I might want to get the extra nugget from inside the rocket hideout. That's something I rarely do now, but it might be worth it with this run just to get enough money so that I can get the 2 vitamins. I don't know if the vitamins will be useful. We'll find out. Okay, that's not great that we're not one-shotting that, but am I missing something that would make Goldeen better? I don't think I am. I think we're just in it right now. At least we didn't get poisoned during this. If we get poisoned now, it's too late for him to really capitalize on the poison. Yeah. it's too late. But if that happens on like the first coughing when you're two-shotting, it becomes a very challenging fight, which is why I saved before it. Is there a level 38 Tauros? Are you sure? Or is that only yellow? And is that in the area where I have to go through grass? Oh my gosh. I'm glad I saved in front of that guy. We need to train. Sylph is the best place to train when you want to fight a lot of trainers. So we will start here. Yeah, I think we're going to go to Erica next. At least that doesn't have... That does like no damage. This is not going to happen. Nope. Yeah, the UI is available for download at my Discord. I don't know if it's this version though. I don't think I've released this version yet. I don't know if this is going to go well. I don't think so. You can't have Mimic until you beat Giovanni. Oh. We're not going to fight Erica now. I don't have a ton of experience doing first stage Pokemon in Red and Blue. It could also be the case that I'm just missing the fact that I can use my rare candies now. If I could like burn like 6 or 7 rare candies and just go to level 50 and then sweep the rest of the game. But I'm not sure if the late game is going to be brutal for a first stage water type. This is the first stage water type I've done in Red. Where do we go next? That's 43? Like we can go back to Koga and test this. Do I teach Horn Drill? I don't think I teach Horn Drill now. Not right now. I don't know how much training I'm going to have to do. If I need to do a bunch of really inefficient training and knock out a ton of Pokemon, I want to keep Horn Attack on my set. And like for this, it's better. I'm going to try Erica. I'm going to try Koga now because I have Surf. If we beat Koga, we get access to Surf outside of battle, and then we can go to Cinnabar Island because my solo Pokemon has Surf. We don't have to get the Lapras. Then we can fight Blaine. He's terrible in this game, and that'll give us a special boost, which will make all the other trainers so much easier. So beating Koga here is going to be of a huge advantage to this playthrough if we can pull it off. And it looks like he is just bad enough that we might, unless this... oh my gosh, minimize. That minimize did so much work. I cannot believe that. Oh no. Well, this is possible, but... No, I'll be using Double Edge, but probably later on. I just don't want to use it right now. Because I want it to be... I think it's going to be my final physical move. Unless I just don't need it at all and I'm going to run Horn Drill for the majority of the run. Okay, so Koga's not that bad because Surf is pretty good against his team, and his team is just, in general, not very good in Red and Blue. A slightly higher level might give us one hits on the coughing, which would be a small advantage, but definitely not necessary. I anticipate no problems here because he's terrible in Red. One-shot Growlithe, one-shot Ponyta, Rapidash, one-shot Arcanine, maybe? Can we do it? Can we do it? Nope. Roar. He didn't use a super potion. All right, Rival. Ice Beam is a one-shot now. 101% damage on the lowest roll. Got a 3-shot the Gyarados. Bit annoying. Leer Dragon Rage. Growlithe will be a one-hit. We have to 2-shot the Alakazam. Okay, come on. Crit. Perfect. We have to 2-shot the Venusaur. Vine Whip. Well, at least no crit Razor Leaf. Venomoth. Okay. Gotta be careful. It's an electric type. We're fine. Alakazam. Psybeam. That's bad. And then we crit. Alright. Yeah, Double Edge might be better for Sabrina. Yeah, sure. But I'm still holding off on teaching it. I don't want to teach it until I absolutely have to. We'll figure out in the routing. Okay. Erica's really easy at this level. Guarantees on all of her Pokemon. And the damage ranges are quite consistent. Lowest one is 122% damage. And that's on the Victory Bell. Alright, Giovanni. Check this out. So in Red, his Dugtrio is not faster than us. It would be in Yellow, and the Persian would be as well. Both of them would get a chance to attack. But in this case, we're faster than all of his Pokemon, and every single one is a guaranteed one-hit. The only way we lose here is if we Gen 1 miss. Okay, Rhyhorn. We get level up into Rhyhorn after Giovanni. This was perfect. Can we just make sure that the next route does this so that we can set up agilities and badge boost against this Rhyhorn again? That was amazing. This is going to make the Gyarados probably a 2-hit, and then it badge boosts us with Leer. Alright. I hope we one-shot the Alakazam now. Alright. Well, we take very little damage from that. Oh no. Wow. Wow, that was close. Yeah, we can also use Blizzard. I think we'll probably switch to Blizzard if we lose this time. I don't know if it's a roll though. We might also be able to knock that out. I'm just not sure. Uh-oh. Oh wow. Cool, we got the extra Leer this time. Our health is not great. Do we KO ourselves? Nope. Please. Alright, so we rolled worse damage this time. Blizzard. Oops, I forgot double edge. It's fine. If we one hit the we actually don't need it. This is my one hit as well. Yeah, it does. So that's a little bit better. We don't take damage at the beginning of the battle. You know, maybe I want this to be the set right now and not actually oh, that's good. Because I don't have Horn Drill, and I might want Horn Drill specifically for Lorelei. Like what? I have like no options on Lorelei. Are you kidding me? Okay. Maybe we rare candy before this fight? Wait a second. Oh wait, yeah, this thing has there's a weird AA quirk on the Slowbro. Where it can do that. Am I gonna win? No, I'm not gonna win. Okay. This was way better than I was expecting it to be. Like, way better. I actually think we might just be able to do it with this set. Because we can just steal Mimic from the Slowbro, set up Amnesia, and like we can just take our time here against the Dugong and hope that it goes for, like we're going to obviously set up with Agility, but we just hope that it spams Growl over and over again, because it can. It can, and we can't freeze it, so we're just buying time with Blizzard. Maybe we just knock it out now. I don't know if we have enough damage. I think we do. Well, it's setting us up. That's good. Then the Cloister is less scary. And the Slowbro then is incompetent. Like, if it water guns us now, after we set up Amnesia 3 times, unless it crits, it's doing almost nothing. Yeah. Oh, that water gun, that was a, wow, beastly water gun. See, that did like 9 damage. Haha. This is going to be rough. Like, I think we're probably candy before this fight. Like, there's no reason to not be candying at this. I'm just testing stuff now. Yeah, this is not good. We can't mimic anything good here, really. I hate Hypnosis. The fact that more of her Gengar have Hypnosis in this game. Agatha's definitely more consistent in yellow. You can just mimic substitute and it makes the battle so much better. But in this case, we don't get that upside. So why am I not setting up? I'm just using Blizzard because I figure if one of these Blizzards freezes, then we get free setup. But we don't get any. Oh my gosh. All right, let's see. Maybe we can do it. That's doing okay damage. This one does not have Hypnosis. Well, maybe. Yeah, she has the same number of Hypnosises. They're just distributed differently. No, mimicking Confuse Ray is not a good strat. I've done that one in the past. It never works well. Okay. Not ideal. Oh, really not ideal. We're faster than everything though. Even if we level up, it doesn't matter because it doesn't reset regular stat changes. And I'm pretty sure as long as Blizzard hits, we win. Yeah. Lance is easy. I think we only need 1 agility there. We don't even need to worry about badge boosts. They're not important. You see what I'm doing, right? This is for everyone. This is for the fans. Turns out it's actually decently good. Not gonna lie. Uh-oh. No. Okay, well, maybe. Now, do we use it for this? I don't think so. I think we use Blizzard. Got him. Easy. Okay. First run, 117, 18, 24 resets, 9 blackouts, level 71. This was a rough run. 420. Game time. Let's go over it again, just to make sure that I have the summary for the optimizations that we did for the second playthrough with Goldeen and Pokemon Red. So, 2 bug catchers inside of Mount Moon plus the last for efficient training to get to level 20 for the Pidgeotto. Then we're going to backtrack to Surge with Double Edge to make him more consistent. Also, we level up to 31, improving the damage ranges there. 3 trainers on Cycling Road, Muck plus the Heal Grunt for efficient training in Sylph, Tamers in Koga's gym, 5 rare candies before him to go to level 48, making Surf's damage ranges much better against the Coughing, 63%, and guaranteed 2 shot on the Muck. I'm pretty sure the Wheezing survives, but by that point, if we've had a good fight, we will be able to beat it. Psych, 3 trainers in Blaine's gym, Rival 5, we need to do Setup. It's important so that we one-shot the Venusaur. So we need 1 agility there. And we need to use 4 rare candies prior to him to get to level 54 so that we do have agility. After that, Sabrina, Beauty Erica, Sand/Giovanni. Then we will fight Rival 6 at level 58. 3 agilities, 1 Leer gives us the KO on Venusaur with Blizzard. First Cool Trainer in Victory Road to line up experience for the league. 3 agilities and 3 amnesias on Lorelei. Hiker Guy, easy. 2 rare candies to level 63 prior to Agatha. Use 1 agility to outspeed the final Gengar and to one-shot the Golbat. Lance, 1 agility to outspeed the Aerodactyl. Champion, 3 agilities, 2 to 3 Leers on the Rhydon. Only set up once the Rhydon comes out so that we preserve badge boosts to one-shot the Venusaur at the end of the battle with Blizzard. We experimented with using no Ice Beam. It doesn't end up being better. We also experimented with keeping Double Edge until the champion, but it turns out Sky Attack is in fact the better choice. Also, Bubble Beam doesn't make any difference for Nugget Bridge, which we found in the first playthrough, so I'm not going to be using an early Misty strategy. And I toyed around with Waterfall from Minos asked me to do Waterfall stuff in the mid-game, but its damage range is just a little bit lower, and then training becomes slightly inefficient, and Koga is worse. The time to beat, 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 18 seconds. How fast do we think Goldeen's going to go? I think it's going to go really fast. Like, there were so many problems in the previous run, I think it's going to go so much faster. Well, that was a good start, 6 seconds faster. Yeah, let's go. Hey, this is like, that was a really good start. He tackled me twice. We're waiting for 4. That's 4. Yeah, perfect. Oh my gosh. Okay, Onyx, behave. Nope. This is not what I want. I am so stressed. No. Well, maybe? No. Whoa. Crit. Alright, not bad, not bad. Onyx is being bideful here. Almost misplayed there. Oh, we just attack until it is done its bide with Tail Whip. I like how we just call Tail Whip Leer. Like, there's a lot of times where the Rhyhorn is tail whipping us, but we're like, oh, how many Leers do we need? All right, I'm gonna take this. This is not a good Brock split, but I am gonna take it. We need to get 2 playthroughs, and I have been far too perfectionistic in these runs. People are telling me that in the comments. I appreciate all of you for looking out for my mental health, because being perfectionistic about these runs does not do wonders on my mental health. So it's good to know that my audience is like okay if I don't always play perfect runs, and I don't always reset until I get perfect runs. I think this is fairly representative of the struggle that Goldeen needs to go through in order to beat Brock. Like, it has a chance of losing to the junior trainer. It did in this playthrough. It also has a chance of losing to Brock, and it did twice here. We are going to save here. I don't know. I'll accept like 2 resets or something, and then I'll beat Grumbly. Come on. Alright, that's like the perfect Pidgeotto. Alright, Bulbasaur. Bulba. Nice. As far as sprites go in Gen 1, these 2 sprites, pretty good. Just gonna say that. Hey, X defend before I bided. Thank you. Thank you. 3 turn with tackle. Exactly what I needed. I didn't need to use this this bide, but we'll just do it. It was fine to horn attack at that point. All right. 21 seconds. That is wild. Last time I beat Misty before Nugget Bridge, and we were only 21 seconds behind. That's how bad Misty was last time. Trying to fight her before Nugget Bridge. Oh my god. I'm so scared. Okay. Both times he leech seeded me. We save for this fight because we do not one-shot the Goldeen. The Goldeen. The Oddish. Unless we crit. Okay, poison powder is good. Come on, no stun spore. Please, 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 please. Oh, miss. Alright. This is good. Okay, Surge. Hey. Six minutes and 39 seconds faster. This is why I did not want to use Double Edge for the Venusaur, or the Ivysaur. Gaining time. Just gaining time here. I think that using the Repel inside Pokemon Tower is better than using the Repel when you teach Fly. Because if you do it that way, then you can use the Repel there and also potion your Pokemon so that Agatha Jr. is going to be less scary. But apparently, we're just going to lose, yeah. Pain. No. Ice Beam does not have the guaranteed 2-hit, which is why I'm using Bubble Beam and foregoing the chance to freeze. All right, Koga, 63%. Oh, sorry, it's actually 82%. It's better. I used 1 more calcium than the root file had, so. I missed both of the damage ranges on the coughing. All right, that's why we leveled. Look at that split. 11 minutes and 31 seconds faster than the previous route. All right, Blaine. This should be simple. It should be straightforward. What's he going to do? Nothing, right? Nothing. Guaranteed 1 hits on the first 3 Pokemon. 2-shot on the Arcanine, unless we get a crit. What's the Arcanine going to do? He's going to roar me? Is he going to roar me? Come on, roar me. Takedown. Oh, that was his best move. Okay, well done. Okay. Rival. Do I set up agilities right away? We just need 1. Yes. Because the Pidgeot's kind of bad. It has Whirlwind. We also want more damage. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Not ideal. We should be fine. Yep. Look at her Alakazam. Her Alakazam is not faster than me in this game. I'm going to surf this. It's probably a 2-hit. Well, unless I crit. Fun. She's so easy with this strat. 13 minutes and 27 seconds ahead of the previous pace. I'm going to save here in case I miss and, like, oh, I get the worst possible luck. The likelihood of this happening is quite low, but you could miss, get hit by Sleep Powder, and then the Victory Bell could Razor Leaf crit you like 5 times in a row. That's obviously not what happened here. Okay. Rival 6. 3 agilities, 1 Leer. Dude. So bad. It missed so many times. Yeah. Look at this. No. I can't believe I missed on the Venusaur. Fine. And this Rhyhorn last time was really not doing what it needed to do. Can you just stop missing the tail whips, please? Like, just hit me with 1. What is this? What is this? What is this? Ah, I'm losing my mind. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Rhyhorn. This is the best the Rhyhorn has ever done in any battle ever. Oh my gosh. Please nerf. Yeah. Gosh. Brutal. All right. That was rough. This is really rough. Rest. Oh, that's perfect. Love it. Can we get a growl here? Yep. Well, now she's just wasting our time, but overall, quite good. Dugong. We could have had longer there if she was resting after I did more damage. Now we get to the Slowbro. It's pretty bad, as you can see. And from here, the remainder of Lorelei is essentially easy. Well, unless we run out of PP. It's a little sketchy, actually. I don't want to use Blizzard on these Pokemon, but I think I need to. Oh no. Well, this is a bad position. Gosh, I thought that was going to be fine, but it was not fine. Why not Surf first, Jinx? Because I'm running out of Surf. I don't want to use Blizzard on the Lapras. I had 2 uses of Surf left, so I needed them for the Lapras, so I saved them for the Lapras, and it didn't work out. Okay, well this is not going to work. I still do think this is the correct strategy, though. Because you can 3-hit the Dugong, it can growl you, it can do like nothing, like there, and then you can just get to the Slowbro with full health, and like, what's it going to do now? Nothing. Just hopefully it doesn't set up a ton of amnesias. Okay, it's setting up a ton of amnesias. Lovely. Crit. We should be fine this time. Yeah. See, this is what I was expecting, and not to have PP problems. And then, oh... Paralysis there is pretty annoying. But I wanted 2 Surfs to knock out the Lapras. Well, critical hit. Oh gosh. No! No! Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Don't ruin me, Lapras. Come on. I'm so disappointed with how Lorelei went. Okay, level 61. This was as according to plan. Here we'll have 2 rare candies. I remembered the Warden candy. You can go up over the damage rounding threshold prior to fighting Agatha. And we're going to 1 agility here so that we outspeed the Golbat, and we can 1-shot with Blizzard consistently, provided we don't miss. Agility, hypnosis, okay. 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 Alright, yeah. Okay, thanks, Agatha. Yeah, perfect. Fighting you is so much fun. Yeah, this is just so engaging. Oh my gosh, yeah. Okay, there we go. More of that. Yes. That's what we like to see. Could you just do that more often? That would be really... No, not this. This is not... No, okay, that's fine. Freeze! Freeze! No. Freeze! Yes. Alright, that wasn't that bad. That wasn't that bad. Better than last time. We sped up between the Hiker split and the Agatha split. Uh-oh. Gonna run out of PP. Wait, I have a strat. I have a strat. This doesn't work. Could Surf and then Hyper Beam, but... Oh. We did not consider that this Gyarados was going to stall me. No, we want 1 setup on the Gyarados. We want 1 setup on the Gyarados. So we outspeed. We also do slightly more damage with Blizzard, and we get a 3-shot with Blizzard. It's very important. And then we want the 1 turn of setup so that we outspeed the Aerodactyl later on. Without the 1 turn, we won't 3-shot with Blizzard, and then we'll run out of PB, or have to use Surf, or he'll Hyper Potion. All things that I don't want. Hey, the second run is going to be close to my original prediction for the first run. Blizzard. No! Okay, it was all according to plan. I intended for that to happen. That was exactly what I was supposed to do. Yeah, let's go! Get wrecked. Sky Attack's a great move. Okay, right on. You have a 50% chance. A 50% chance to do what we need you to do. 1, 2. We only need 2. Oh, no! Careful, 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 careful. Come on. No! Oh! 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 Oh my gosh. Saved by the solar beam. Oh. Terrifying miss. Terrifying miss. Okay. Pretty good. I think this is like representative of the route that we played. We definitely played like a riskier route for a first stage Pokemon. That said, I think there was quite a bit of just bad luck here. Like missing to the Venusaur earlier on is really bad luck. That's disappointing. The Lorelei stuff was really bad. One way to potentially make this a little bit better is outspeeding the Alakazam in the final fight, which is not so far away. It's 156 speed, right? We have 149. So we could push for the outspeed on the Alakazam, which would make the final fight easier, but we would I think also we would slow the run down overall if we push for the outspeed there. Like I bet we would get the same time. Maybe we'd be like a little bit like we'd have fewer resets. Maybe like Rival 6 or something, we'd save those resets. So maybe it would be faster. I'm not sure. That's hard to know. But like we didn't have a reset to the final Alakazam. So maybe that's not the thing to optimize for. In the end, like if you are using Blizzard for better damage ranges, there is a chance you just miss and you have resets. So can't do anything about that. Red version tier list. You know, Goldeen is going to be placed similarly to where it was in yellow. But it is making improvements from, I think it's like Surge tier or something right now in yellow. It's not very good, mostly because its results are stale. But in this game, it was faster than Onix. It was not faster than Mankey. So second to last position in the E tier ahead of Onix. Not great. I think, like Goldeen has a slow Brock. 10 to 11 minutes for the early game is not great. It lacks a lot of power throughout the mid game, and it can't solve a lot of problems with agilities, because agility is at level 54. I do think this route synergizes a lot of things, though. We go into the champion at a low level, we're trying to save time, we cut a bunch of trainers, we use rare candies really intelligently, we figured out all the badge boosts we need, which are not that many. A lot of the trainers are not difficult to fight. I think the key threshold that I didn't understand in the first playthrough is Koga. Once understanding Koga, this run is a lot smoother. And they ended up being 12 minutes and 57 seconds faster than the first run. How much better do you think Seeking would do? A lot better. Seeking will be a lot better. I'm just looking up its set. It starts with Peck, Tail Whip, and Supersonic, so it gets one additional move, unfortunately not making the Brock split better. But I think the thing about Seeking that will make it significantly outperform is its stats. The fact that you just have higher stats, and we have base 80 special. And 92 attack is really good. Okay, I'll do Seeking tomorrow. We'll see how it compares. It's also helpful for me too, because this is like kind of in my brain how we played Goldeen. Then we can come back and just check Seeking, and we'll be able to play similarly, I think, but we'll be able to do things at lower levels faster with less, like earlier candies potentially, that kind of thing. Less training. I think Seeking's going to do quite well. I don't know. Like I would say like for like a 2-run format, like maybe like 45 minutes, 43 minutes, something like that. I think it's going to be so much better than Goldeen. I don't know if we're going to do like a Clefable time of like 37 minutes or something. I think I would be surprised if we got a sub 40 time tomorrow. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you support me on Patreon or through YouTube memberships, it really means the world to me. Thank you for keeping this channel going. My video editor employed, and me continuing to dive deeper and deeper into Generation 1 to uncover all of the hidden nuggets of knowledge that exist within this incredibly complex and deep game. If you want to see another incredibly complex and deep game and someone playing it that has absolutely no skill, come and check me out on Twitch. I'll put a link in the chat. I'm going to play some StarCraft just for fun to wind down from the stream. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. The Supercut for this video will be out probably today or tomorrow on the Supercuts channel. Sean is getting very fast at making them. Okay, I'll see everyone tomorrow for Seeking. If you made it this far, you're incredible. See you then.